from Houston, Texas, as the Rockets take it to the hardwood. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And one of the fan favorites in this one, Dwight Howard, a true talent.
Well, you talk about physically dominant big men. I don't think there's anybody in the league that can even come close to Dwight Howard. He's so fast for a man his size, and the things he does defensively just really separates him from the rest of the centers in this league.
Yeah, and that's why teams, I think, are draping themselves all over him every time he gets the ball inside. He has to deal with a lot of physical contact and fouls, and certainly has learned how to power through and finish when bumped on his way to the hoop.
Well, it was the New Orleans Pelicans winning their last game against Denver. And what really made that outcome a surprise was how lopsided it was.
And Kevin, I thought they put together a fantastic offensive game plan in that win. They knew exactly how to exploit the defense, and they really got on a nice roll.
And exploit them they did, Steve. They were relentless. They kept so much pressure on the defenders over the course of that game. Well, you could, in some ways, call Chandler Parsons' first season a mild surprise, but he really accelerated things in his second season. He improved in all parts of the game and really showed he could be a top option for a team offensively. He's got such versatility, and his shooting range is unlimited.
And so here is Houston. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Well, Kevin, they constructed a perfect offensive game plan going into that game, and it was quickly apparent how powerless the defense was to stop them.
Powerless is a good way to put it, Steve. We're unlikely to see that many uncontested baskets again anytime soon.
Well, for Chandler Parsons, last season, Steve, top 20 in minutes played, and he was more effective in his minutes. He really utilized every one of them well.
Yeah, he improved his shooting in every dimension, Kevin, from the field, from the outside, and especially from the foul line. Upped his scoring rate dramatically, really has made strides across the board.
Now here's Gordon, following the shot by Drew Holiday. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by Parsons. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Brooks dishes to Harden. Back to Brooks. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, this season, a new mascot, new team colors, and a brand new state-of-the-art 50,000 square foot practice facility for the Pelicans. It's not just a new paint job, folks. This is a franchise doing some exciting stuff.
And Clark, you mentioned the new colors for the Pelicans. No longer the purple, teal, and gold of the Hornets, but blue, gold, and red from the city flag of New Orleans. He looks pretty good.
It does look good. And remember the other connections. I mean, the blue is featured on the Louisiana State flag. Gold, Mardi Gras color, of course. You know, and then you think about the connection to the plumage of the brown pelican, which I've studied for years. And then, of course, red. I mean, the red represents... I have no idea what red represents, Kevin.
Now Holiday, after Aaron Brooks' three-pointer didn't go. And Aminu kicks to Davis. And that one goes long.
Well, he's wide open there, but really struggles from that range. Maybe there's a reason he's open.
Here's Parsons. Hangs in the air. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, you watch the way Parsons moves, and you see how quickly he's able to shift and change directions. And you forget that Chandler Parsons is 6'10", because he moves like a much smaller guy. He's a terrific all-around player.
New Orleans making a switch here. Steamsma checked in for Jason Smith. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And it's Austin Rivers in for Eric Gordon. Back to Anderson. And there's the feed to Roberts. And there's the pass to Anderson. Stolen by Camby. And it's Houston on the break. Puts the lead pass in front of them. They grab their own miss. And Beverly kicks to Lynn. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Dropped that one in as soft as a feather using the finger roll.
Rivers passes to Roberts. Roberts gets the screen for Miller. There's a good screen. It's Anderson with the drive. Some solid defense here from Ashik. So So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game.
It's a special New Year's Eve and
neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
Patrick Beverly out there with Jeremy Lin. Then it's Omer Ashik. Then there's Caspi, and it's Cambion at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Gets it to go. And so it's Houston with it, and going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
And predictably, they came out on top in the season series last year. We'll see if it's any different this time around.
Now here's Lin. And counts the basket. He is fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, after that ragged first quarter offensively, they're finally picking up some ground here in the second.
And you know, Steve, we talk about it all the time. Basketball, especially the NBA game, a game of runs. Their offense right now on an uptick.
New Orleans making a switch here. Cannon's checked in. And as Steve brought up, the outcome of the series between these teams wasn't a surprise given how they, Clark, each finished the year.
You're right all over it, Kevin. I mean, there was success on one side and then the disappointment of missing the playoffs on the other side.
Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Gentlemen, Tyreke Evans is now on a new team in New Orleans with a brand new 4-year contract. The former Rookie of the Year in Sacramento, but some of the Kings felt he hadn't developed the way they had hoped. Clearly, the Pelicans felt differently. They hope to vie for a playoff spot this season, with Evans' versatility enabling him to play multiple positions. He said, quote, "I'm about winning," adding that whether it's starting or coming off the bench in a Manu Ginobili type role, he's on board. Guys?
He's done a great job. Thanks, Doris.
For a while during his career, Marcus Camby was a terrific two-way player, fantastic at blocking shots and could stretch a team with his jump shot, but now he's pretty much a defensive specialist off the bench, although that's a role that I think he can still play fairly well.
Now here's Gordon, and he really played well against Denver. Here's Morrow. He's guarded by Williams. There's Gordon with the 3, and the rebound goes to Howard. And Marcus Camby, a former Defensive Player of the Year, Steve, back in the 06-07 season.
He's in his 18th season in the league. Remarkable. College Player of the Year back at UMass. Great rebounder, shot blocker. Still making his contribution out there.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. He dishes it to Gordon. High post shot. It's rebounded by Houston.
They haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now here's Williams. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. He kicks it to Hart. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And that's now 6 points for James Harden. New Orleans gone 0-2 from deep here in the second.
No secret that last season the Rockets were going to try to drive and kick and knock down as many threes as they could, and it was very productive for them. They took a lot of threes, made a lot, but ironically, they were near the top of the league in points in the paint, too. Usually you don't see that combo.
Clock at 4 to end the run, and it's Gordon missing.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Williams dishes to Jones. Harden outside. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 10-point Houston lead. Well, Clark, as you pointed out, the Rockets led the entire NBA in three-pointers taken. Second in the league in three-pointers made. To Steve, they certainly weren't shy about letting it fly from deep.
Well, that was their whole strategy. Attack the rim, make the defense collapse, and then if you don't have a layup, just kick it out and fire away from 3. That was the way the roster was constructed, and that's what Kevin McHale preached to his team.
And the Rockets making a change here. Parsons is checked in. Back to Harden. Houston moving it around. And Parsons kicks to Jones. Now, here is Harden, guarded closely. He feeds it to Howard. Back to Brooks. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And Holiday kicks to Gordon. And the rejection by Harden. Tries a three off the inbound.
Oh, he got it! Oh, buzzer, knock it down! Right at the hole.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to 2K Sports, the game. The Grizzlies out at FedEx Forum.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
Just absolute domination in this one for Harden. He's got 11 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
Well, as long as he's continuing to make them, I think they should make him more of a focal point of this offense.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for New Orleans right now, backcourt, Holiday and Gordon. The forwards, Aminu and Davis. And it's Smith in at center.
He was viewed as a bit of a filler piece when he was moved into Chris Paul trade, but last season, Aminu made some huge strides towards becoming an impact player on the court.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, an aggressive move by the Pelicans front office on draft day, trading away the rights to Nerlens Noel and their 2014 pick in order to acquire the Sixers' young all-star point guard, Drew Holiday. Clearly, a mandate from ownership to accelerate the rebuild process and win now. And they gave up a lot, but in Holiday, they have a proven player, and he's still just 23 years of age. He can grow with the team. Kevin?
They certainly seem to be headed in the right direction, Doris, with a good core attack. And the call will be against Chandler Parsons. That is his first foul of the game. And for Aminu last season, a career high in minutes and steep field goal percentage.
Well, he's 6'9", very athletic. Still a little bit of a tweener, stuck in kind of between that 3 and 4 spot. But he's got a ton of potential. He can rebound, he can put the ball on the floor, and he should be a versatile defender as well.
Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Pelicans shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
You know, there were high hopes for New Orleans last season, but after a slow start and injuries, they quickly fell out of the race. And you look back at the young players they played, and you can see why they struggled, but perhaps down the road it might serve them well.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Back to Jones. Good on the shot. Jones has got his first points of the night.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
As you said, Clark, with New Orleans, they got a chance to look at a lot of different players and figure some things out. Steve, with some of the early injuries, they found that Vasquez could be a tremendous point guard for him.
And then what they do, they went ahead and traded him to Sacramento, Kevin. But look, I like the direction that they decided to go with. I mean, they used Vasquez as an asset. They added Tyreke Evans, Drew Holiday. They have some good young talent on that roster now.
Well, I tell you what, that Southwest Division can be really tough. Seems like there are always at least 2 title contenders in the division and 3 to 4 teams that are fighting for a playoff spot. The Rockets felt the toughness as they went just 6 and 10 against the rest of the Southwest.
Harden kicks to Lynn, taken away by Holiday. A solo fast break. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Brooks, here we go. Good D by Holiday. Rockets Clark against the Southwest, 6-10, as you said, and those losses were big as far as playoff seeding was concerned. Steve, very hard playing in that division.
Well, it toughens you up in a hurry, that's for sure. I mean, the Rockets still have yet to win the division title since it first came about in 2004. They've been in the hunt, and they've made the playoffs, but they've also been going against some dominant franchises in San Antonio and Dallas.
Here's Holiday after Jeremy Lin's bucket. Holiday with it, guarded now by Aaron Brooks. Rivers hits the front of the rim and out.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that. Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. There's the bucket, good. Anderson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Rockets leading by 11. Up top, Lynn. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Hasek. Rejected by Steensma. Holiday against Harden. Hangs. And Holiday with the lane. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Stolen by Rivers. It'll count. No good. And we've reached the end of the third. Houston on top, up by 9.
Start your new year with the NBA. The Charlotte Bobcats.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Rockets?
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
The other thing that's been huge for them is their points in the paint. They're getting the ball inside and converting on a regular basis.
We've got Harden. Jeremy Lin is out there. Patrick Beverly. It's Camby, and it's Parsons in at the 4. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Stolen by Withy. Now here's Holiday. And here's Miller outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Beverly, guarded by Holiday. Beverly the pass to Parsons. Miller against Harden. 6 on the shot clock. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Camden. Terrence Jones comes in for James Harden. And it's Brooks in for Jeremy Lin. Anderson can't get it to go.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. The Pelicans making a switch here. Aminu's checked in. Rivers against Harden. Outside Holiday. There's the dish to Rivers. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Brooks kicks to Jones. Houston moving the ball around. It's Harden with the drive. No good. Some solid defense there from Ryan Anderson. Pelicans trailed by 9. Here's Aminu. That one wide left.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot.
Another miss by Houston.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway. And that just shows you why it's so important to win the second shot game.
Yeah, you know, those second shots are usually the easy ones, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, because the defense is out of position on the shot attempt and in terms of rebounding rates.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Harden draws the double. Howard. And he slams it one-handed.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're losing by 9. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. Monty Williams had some words for his team. He said, listen, we've come this far. Now we've got to lay it on the line to get a win. I know we can do it. So show them what you got and let's make it happen. Guys, we'll see if they can do it.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. And Brooks, here we go. On the wing, Harden. Left side, Parsons. Brooks outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Here's Gordon. Cannot hit. The Rockets go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Brooks with it. Al-Farouq covering. Out to Brooks. Pass to Parsons. On the wing, Harden. Pass to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. Howard. Excellent D from Aminu.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
And Holiday, here we go. Nails it! And now they trail by just 4.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Smart foul there. You got to try to extend the game.
Yeah, it's still close, but they're fighting that clock as much as the score right now.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
$19 seconds left in the fourth. Eric Gordon on the wing. From downtown. It's rebounded by Houston. Here's Brooks. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And the Rockets lead by 6.
Yeah, with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
Well, if not 100% safe, certainly 95%.
That's good. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. And Clark, you know, it was quite a nail-biter.
Yeah, it was tight. Their guys were able to come up with big plays down the stretch, and that's the difference.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA.
Started.